Welcome back. Today we're going to play Shell Landing over in Gautier, Mississippi in our quest to shoot under par on video. We're here in Gautier, Mississippi, Shell Landing playing the leatherback tees. The forecast is for rain. It had rained quite a bit the day before here in Gautier. So it's cart path only. So a little soggy. Lift clean in place, of course, and I just wanted to kind of give a video of this golf course, not only with the way I played, but also if you've never played Shell Landing, I'll give you a chance to see what it's like. Nobody I know that's played it has disappointed in the view and the quality, and the staff, the whole 9 yards. So today, this first hole, as you can see, got a par save, and I think that ended up being pretty important, especially the front nine. So again, kind of soggy. You can see the gold tee that I was started on. It was very wet and swampy over there, so I moved over. So I'm still the same distance, just moved over to where it's a little bit drier, and catch this one pretty good. Get it on the front of the green at least. So the greens were receiving the ball really well. Apparently a lot of sand on these greens kept them firm and kept them rolling really well, like you saw it bounce on the first hole. So I can't imagine what this place is like when it's dry. Probably slick as glass. So this one, begging for it to go in, and look at that, it falls in. So pretty excited to be one under after two, especially the way I played the first hole. And in that putt, that's not a putt that normally goes in. But glad to see that it did. You can see pretty excited about that. And so the par fives here at Shell Landing are pretty sweet. They typically break twice, if I can call a par five that breaks twice. So this one kind of off to the left, and then off to the right, and then the green is back off to the left. So as you can see, wide open, not much out there to stop your ball. And as you'll see the traps here in a little bit, as we focus in, zoom in different spots, you'll see the traps are just washed out. So the rumor has it there was 8 inches of rain the day before. And honestly, I think that's pretty accurate, because you'll see the traps are just washed, and then cart paths, you'll see those every now and then where we just bust through some big old mud puddles. Have a lot of fun with that. So this is a layup on the par 5. Throw it out here to the right side to have a good angle into this pin. Pin is protected by water on the front, a little pond on the front, and the green is very narrow, very small. So zoom in here so you can kind of see the view. Beautiful place. They have, since last time I was there, they've taken out a bunch of trees. So you can actually see the next hole now. Years ago when I first came over here, they left all the trees. So it was basically hole by hole is what you saw. I know a lot of courses are starting to open that up so you can kind of see ahead. I hope you can see this. If you squint, maybe the ball comes down right in front of the pin there, but on the slope. And I think if it would have been dry, that ball would have been in the water. So that's just a great view of the golf course. Again, pretty place. It's relaxing. So coming up here on a par save. On the par 5. So putts are rolling in, feeling good. Peyton's having a good time. This is where what happens if I shake the camera? Well, our viewers get dizzy. So we're having a good time. This par 4 is short, 347. You see that on the card there. Usually hitting a hybrid or maybe a 3-wood at most, but today, since it's so wet, went ahead and hit the driver, because obviously didn't expect any roll. What you can't see is me over there. I had about 120, I think, somewhere in that area. And then Peyton picked up the camera, I think, after I hit the shot, and was like, oh, maybe I ought to zoom in. So you can see it just barely made the front of the green there. Hole 4, big greens, a lot of undulations. Again, they just aerated the greens probably maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So really impressed with how they were rolling this day, and we got a little discount on the price too. So that's always nice. So just kind of throwing this up there, trying to lag it, trying to get the par, and was successful once again. a little par putt. Love these little short par putts. Hole 5 is pretty impressive. Used to have some tall pines on the left side over here. Looks like they've cleared a lot of those out to let you maybe hit a slice, which is good for me. Used to, people tried to cut the corner and get in trouble. So I tried to stay out to the right, and I'm out here by this maintenance sprinkler box. I think when I zoom in, you might see the ball. So it's kind of straight ahead off to the on that right center, and had a good 170 plus into this green. Again, years ago you couldn't see the next hole behind this one. I really like what they've done. Opens up the course, makes it look a lot better, in my opinion. And then I don't know if we're going to be able to see it when we zoom in, but there's a boat behind the green on the next hole. I'm sure it washed up during one of the latest hurricanes. Anywho, hit kind of a flare on this hole. It's on the right side of the green, about a mile away from the pin. But let's see if we zoom in. I don't know, can you see how pretty it is? Yeah, that's a boat behind the flag back there. Left it there. So this may not look like it in the camera view, but it's probably a good 50 feet to that pin. Just a guess. You can count my steps here in a second as I walk over there, but I think I count like 20 steps. So it's a lot longer than it looks. So put a big hard stroke on this, right to left putt, sneak it up there. Really thought it was going to roll out. Should have tried to put a little bit more on it because it would have had a uphill putt coming back. But yeah, see, long walk. And this par putt was a little longer than I would have wanted, but just again, the ball was rolling so good, just kind of walked up there and smacked it, and had about 4.5 feet left. Got the par again. So this is hole 6, signature hole, I believe, on this Davis Love design course. Very difficult. Par 4, 382, handicap number 1. You see all the marsh to your left. It kind of reminds me of Hilton Head, Harbortown number 18, just a little bit. Split fairway, and then again split fairway between the fairway and the green. So you're going to see a big banana slice here. Cut it right over the left edge of the trap and barely get it over the marsh. I didn't hit it real good, but over is over. And left myself a hybrid here, probably about 195, I think. And I don't know that the wind was blowing too hard, but I go ahead and try to give it a good whack there. And it's a scary shot. There's water on the left, water over the green, and then there's marsh short. So pretty happy with where this landed. Give myself a chance at a par. Bogey's not even a bad score on number 6. So just trying to kind of flop this up there, trying to catch the edge of the green and then have it roll out. Again, even though with all the rain, the greens were still firm. So get away with a great bounce there, in my opinion, off of that fringe. It could have done just about anything, but it stayed. Gave me a forward kick and gave me an opportunity to make a par. So much confidence in these greens. I just used my wedge to knock this in. Yeah. And then take a minute here to do a pano of this area. Again, kind of a marshy area. Beautiful scene here, in my opinion. So I'll stop talking and let y'all watch. If you guys ever get over to South Mississippi and are in the Gautier area, I would highly recommend playing Shell Landing. Beautiful place, beautiful spot. Hole 7, par 5, another one of these little S-shaped par 5. So this one somewhat goes out straight, kind of bends to the right and then back to the left. And the fun thing about this one is the commentary I get from my cart driver.
7th hole, about to hit his second shot, I believe. I don't know. Getting a good grip on the club. Getting into position. Swinging back and boom, there it goes. Don't know where it is. Can't see it. Hopefully, it went on the green.
I guess it was too much to ask to video and commentate and watch where the ball was going. Anywho, got a third shot here. I had a good angle, but I had to go over the hump. And pretty pleased with the shot. Got over the ridge, got over the hump there. Thought I had good 10 or 12 feet. Got up there and probably have about 8 feet. Flags are 6 feet, maybe 7 feet, and that was just outside the flag. So straightforward putt here. I didn't see any break, and straight putts scare me. There's no room for error when it's a straight putt. So really wanted to get this in because I'm 1 under because of that birdie on 2. And 8 and 9 are not easy holes, especially number 9. So I thought if I could get to 2 under, I'd be in good shape. And the dreaded lip out. So put a good stroke on it, thought it was in, and catches the lip and circles out. So now really trying to press to keep the 1 under going through 7 here. On number 8, it's about 164, maybe 167, something like that. I can't remember exactly the yardage. Kind of hit it a little squirrely there. Was begging for a back kick off that bunker. You can see the washout in these bunkers from the rain. And the technique on this chip shot is about as bad as you can get. I was chasing it for some reason, and I got away with it though. Ended up with a good result. I won't say it was a good chip shot. It was a good result. And so I got another tap in for par. So again, excited about tap in pars, always. So this is par 3, number 8. So save the par there. Pretty excited. Number 9. From what I remember, playing all these times over here, probably played shell landing half dozen times. Number 9 is just diabolical. There's 2 traps up here, one on the right, one left, and then the marsh. So you can't hit driver. You got to lay up. And I was fortunate enough to get just over the right trap. And again, my cart driver was doing something. So if you'll watch, short of the green on that hump, probably 10 yards to the right of the pin. If you'll just keep your eye there, you'll see the ball pop up there. Oh, there it is. So again, really trying to save par here. Try not to make a mistake to get to the back at 1 under. And trying to kind of roll this up there for another tap in par and use good technique there. And so scared the birdie, but honestly glad to have a par. A little frustrated it didn't go in, turn and go in, but I wasn't reading the break, just trying to save par. So get to the back. Y'all have all heard this story before. Get to the back at 1 under. So this hole is a hard dogleg right, short, 357, I think. Hit a terrible drive, popped it straight up. You can't even see that, but popped it straight up. Left it way short, but pulled the right stick here and hit a good shot. For the most part, it goes past, as you can see there on the left, but it did catch the edge of the green. So that was kind of nice to catch that. Using a chrome soft today. And it was hitting these greens and checking pretty good. So I lost distance off this ball. At least I felt like I was off the irons. Wasn't getting the distance I'm used to. But the checking and the way it was putting, I'll take it. So through 10, as you can see, burning the edges again. You can see here I've moved up to the blue tee. The yellow tee was absolute swamp. This one wasn't much better. If I left the video audio on for this shot, you could hear the squishing on my shoes. And then I'll try to be quiet to see if you can hear this.
Oh. Thought it was a hole in one, girl. No, I'm serious. Look. It's really.
Really thought that I had a hole in one there. Ooh, there you go. There's the drainage, the water on the cart paths. Enjoying that a lot, busting through those. So as you can see, it is close. From the tee box, it looked closer, and I was watching for that ball to disappear. I don't have a hole in one. My friends are making fun of me about that, and I was really hoping today would have been it, but it wasn't. So one hand on the camera, one hand on the putter. Give this a whack, and yep, it goes in. So very, very excited about that birdie there. So on 12, we catch foursome. You'll see those guys here in a second. We also pick up a very cool dude named Tyler. That is not his ball off to the left. I think he'd already hit, but he can crush a golf ball. So Tyler, he's about to be in this shot. There he is over there. Young man that was hitting the ball really good.
Hey,
Oh,
Nate,
yeah.
did you video that last putt?
No,
What were you doing?
watching the train.
I made the putt. Good help's hard to find.
So yeah, what that was all about, I don't know if you could hear, but Peyton had forgotten to video the putt that I actually made. So it was probably a six foot putt for par. Very excited to make that, save that par after hitting the second shot thin. So we've caught a foursome. They not really slowed us down, and then we picked up Tyler. Tyler's again cool dude. He's a lot of fun to play with, and I think actually the questions he was asking and the conversation we had probably calmed me down and kept me in the moment from being upset we caught a foursome. Seems like always happens when we're trying to shoot a video and play well. So this is for birdie putt on a par 5, and I had to throw it outside the cup, so this one was a little nerve-wracking. But yeah, baby, it goes in. Calling out Tyler for the thank you on that one. 14, you can go through the fairway and into the water here. So it's a tough driving hole, and it's fairly long. But didn't know what club to hit because it's cart path only. Took a bunch of clubs out there. This is about 167, I think. So I think I got a 6-iron. I think it was a 6-iron. But just in the zone, feeling good right now. I mean, look at that shot. Foot slipped, right? A little bit further, and that would have trickled down the hill. I don't know if you can see that undulation, but that, I guess, the chrome soft. I'm gonna blame it on that. Kept that ball up, and look at that, just rolled them in, y'all. That was so much fun. So on 14 or 15, I'm sorry, 15, the rain started coming down. All I knew at this point, seriously, guys, the only thing I knew at this point is I had back-to-back birdies. That's all I'd really thought about at the moment. Tyler's over there. He's in the trap. It's full of water. And I was trying to keep this away from that trap. So you'll see it bounce off to the left. There it goes, boink. So just trying to stay away from trouble on this hole. Just didn't want any part of any bunker. So threw it way off to the left. And then this putt was a little scary because it's uphill and then over a ridge right there. And lo and behold, it ran out about 2 more feet than expected, but very thankful it did. Another par 5, the last par 5 at Shell Landing. Another kind of off to the right, back left, and back right. So again, a little S-shaped par 5. Plenty of room for my fade. Threw it way out to the right, but it stayed on the fairway. And then lay up here to good yardage. Again, they've opened this place up. Really impressed with that. You can see a lot more things, the nature. There's the foursome up there. Disappointed with this shot. Had about 120 to the green, and trying not to take a divot to get all wet and dirty. Thinned it. You see it go off the back there. Really would like to have had that one over again. Off the back of this green, technique was good that time too. Got another great bounce. It kicked it forward right toward the hole. So very thankful that that one rolled out like it did. And got a little 4-footer, 3-foot, 4-foot for par. 17, wish you guys could have seen 17. The beautiful hole. It's probably the second signature hole, if that's such a thing. So we had to go to still shots. Something wrong with the camera there. So these are just still shots. This was a par putt that was headed for the heart, and it had to happen at some point, but it lipped out. So 17 with a bogey. 18 is a beast of a hole. That's me getting ready for my second shot. She figures out the camera and gets the video working again. So this is the third shot to a absolute diabolical pin placement. Everything slopes off the back left. Thought I had a good shot, couldn't see the result from where I was. You know, obviously hoping it went in, but it didn't. So this is a par putt to save a round. And lo and behold, it went in. Didn't know till afterwards that it was for a 69. So there you go, guys. First time on video shooting under par. Shell landing 35, 34, 69 minus 3. Calculated that about 18 times. So there it is. Till next time.